my name is Zozo. I use they, them pronouns, and I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed filming and recording the first episode to this series. And even though it's freaked me out a lot, whatever, I had more fun than I was scared. And also I made sure to record the third and fourth episodes in the morning, and I was worried I wasn't gonna wake up early enough, but I was awoken at 6 a.m. by a DinoSapien nightmare. A nightmare, not just a little silly dream, like an actual nightmare where Eno committed atrocities. I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. I am recording the audio. Okay, I'm just gonna trust it, because Jesus Christ. Apparently screen recording on your Mac does not automatically record the audio, and it can record the audio without you being able to hear it. It's so fucking dumb. I'm gonna like it.
Last time on DinoSapien.
But I have to find my locket.
They might want to.
Yeah, so she lost her locket. Eno found her locket, and she wants to have sex with Eno.
Until we know more about it.
Some of you may have heard of the old ghost town upriver. Once upon a time, it was filled with people. But then, one terrible day, all of them vanished.
There's so much lore. There's so much lore. Ghost town, Aikens.
And do you know what they found when they got back to the old ghost town? Nothing. Just empty buildings.
Empty buildings.
Hot cups of coffee on the table. Candles burning down to their nub, but not a person in sight. Everyone vanished. That was 30 years ago. Nobody knows exactly what happened unless it was two-toed Jack out for revenge. It all began that terrible day in the swamp when a boat full of hunters capsized and everyone fell into the green, slimy waters. Jack was buried up to his neck in quicksand. Everyone just wanted to save their own skin, so they left him for dead, but Jack didn't die. It took him 20 terrible days to drag himself out of the quicksand and escape the swamp, by which time he had turned into a misshapen monster. Instead of feet, he had claws the size of garden rakes. He used those claws.
I was gonna say, no way is Eno two-toed Jack. That explains why it's kinda human, like DinoSapien. The glove is back. No, but Eno was in the cave. He wasn't in quicksand. We weren't in quicksand.
Oh, Nelson, don't be a
I
baby.
jumped a little.
There's nothing scary out there.
I'm a baby too. And I am scared. It is scary. I'm not scared right now, but I will be when I go to bed tonight. I don't know if it's related to my GAD, which I mentioned earlier. It stands for Generalized Anxiety Disorder. Yeah, I don't know if that relates to me being so easily scared and unsettled and freaked out. But yeah, Doxylatin.
You know, going on this dig really reminds me of Dad.
Your father would have loved to have seen you like this. So smart, so beautiful.
So in love with a dinosaur.
What was Dad working on?
Is their dad gonna be the dinosaur? Is that the plot twist?
He spent his whole life.
I hate saying this out loud. She's gonna fall in love with the dinosaur, but the dinosaur is actually two-toed
Couldn't be proven.
Jack, who's
behind any
actually
notes?
her dad.
Well, I just thought maybe somebody could prove his ideas were right.
I'm afraid not. His ideas were very unique.
An idiot.
They died when he did.
That, like, daughter who, like, over-idolizes her father. That kind of reminds me of, Beth and Rick. Well, this guy's back. You know what I mean? Because Beth is, like, admires him for qualities about himself that have negative results. You know what I mean? Those look like two big feet. Like, almost like elephant feet. But like with weird toes. I don't know. He just sees this happen. Is he gonna show them Sonicking? No.
Meet T-Rex's smaller cousin. Dr. Slayton's asked me to help excavate this fossil with us.
That's kind of interesting to have, like, actual kids at a campsite, especially because fossils are so delicate.
It was an asteroid, volcano nerd. It was a volcano, asteroid nerd.
You know, you
It was
two
an
could be quite a
asteroid.
powerhouse if you worked together.
This lighting is weird. Like, it's more saturated. And yeah, I was right. They have different color eyes. Green and red. Oh, that's not the fossil fuels thing. They're talking to each other. That is not a way of, that's not a way of transportation. That's not a mode of transportation. That's not.
fossil, is it?
No animal does that. Even animals that do roll up in a ball, like an armadillo,
Did you find
they do that
anything?
for protection,
Down in
not
Lamar.
for
We're a
moving.
Dr. Akins gave us this special research project.
That's hilarious that that's
What kind of
consistent,
research
though.
project?
Hold up. How was he brushing that? Why was he using the side of the brush and not the, I mean, I guess if it was like a weird thing, like I would get like how you have to like use the tool a bit differently to like get something out, but you know, just seems like he's a dumb kid who is doing something incorrect. The kids are following her? Ew, they're gonna find her fucking the dinosaur. They're gonna get traumatized. She's gonna get some dino tail. And she hears them. This is freaking me out too. She's gonna take a picture of him. A whistle? Oh, Eno, they have the locket for her. The yo-yo. Yeah, she's realizing Eno's copying her. Aw, Eno is silly. Eno's a silly goose. Okay, I kinda love Eno again. Oh, that's the intro. It's a yo-yo.
Eno?
Even Eno's posture.
Eno, is that your name?
Name reveal! Hold up, pausing, and we're pausing, and we're, because I was talking. Oh, here's what I was talking about. Eno stands like a human. Wait, even she looks like she's not supposed to be there. Like, she looks like she's green screened in. But yeah, Eno has this weird posture. It's literally the kangaroo posture with that hump. It doesn't have the tail dragging on the ground, but still has that hump. And, their left arm is covered by their right forearm, but they're doing the Jurassic Park hands. At some point in my dream, this isn't even the crazy part, but Eno does talk. I'm like running away from them, and I zigzag around him. Eno is like, "Rah, that's not fair. Get back here, you were so close. It's my birthday." But it was like, that voice, like my dream got it pretty dead on. Like it was that squeaky kind of like.
Eno? Eno, is that your name?
We're replaying that again.
My locket.
Ew, it's weird hearing them talk.
Eno?
That's
Eno,
really
is that your
creepy.
name? Eno! Wait, no, come back!
Oh yeah, I spoiled the name. By the way, in the first episode. Because I was looking up the show and I just found it. Also, the channel name is called Forgotten Eno, so. Oh, I have some boogers. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You don't see this. Oh my god, sorry. It's not boogers. It's like, I don't even know. Never mind. Don't look.
That was just a ghost story. You
Oh, the
probably
kids
believe
think
vampires
Eno's
too.
two-toed
Wait a minute,
Jack.
Danny. Maybe Nelson's right.
Oh, I bet. Pausing? By the way, I'm saying when I pause it to help me edit, so shut up if you see it. So when I was first editing this, I had to re-record my screen, so it wasn't synced up for when I pause things and unpause things, which is why it was so difficult for me to edit. But I actually screen recorded and audio recorded correctly, so I actually didn't have to say every time I paused and unpaused. I'm just so smart at recording it right that I'm stupid at knowing that her dad's ideas were probably that there were some dinosaurs reserved in the caves or whatever, and everyone's like, that's not possible, because it isn't.
His ideas were very unique.
And that's why his theories died along with it.
No one back at camp's gonna believe that he's real unless we get proof.
When I was looking up to find that sound effect, the gulp gulp, literally like the first thing that showed up was a seagull swallowing a rat whole. And it was so disturbing. Like, why is that the first thing that popped up? Like, it was so fucking creepy. I did not want to see that. It was I don't know why I watched it. I shouldn't have clicked on it. It was bad. It was bad.
Come on, I've got an idea. Let's go.
What is this place? That those ankylosaurs were at. What? These dinosaurs are so personified. I understand it with Eno to make him look to make them seem friendlier, but these ones, these sort of ankylosaur-esque ones, they wouldn't pick up things and throw them down the thingy. Also, their arms are so weak. I don't know if they'd be really able to do that. I mean, their arms are about, like, I'd say as thin as mine. What are they doing?
And then you wait about 10 minutes until it dries.
I still don't believe in two-toed Jack.
Where'd she get that bucket of... Where'd she get...
See if it's real.
I think you know what I'm
Promise
insinuating.
you'll stay here until I get back.
You're leaving us alone?
Just for a little while.
She just wants to get another bucket of that stuff with Eno. What is happening? Why are they in the mines? Why are they back in the mines for the caves? They're looking for something. Are there more dinosaurs in there? Are they just traveling through it? So they don't like the sun, but they can handle the sun,
I don't know.
by the way.
She wouldn't leave us here. Maybe we should find her. Tell her the cast is ready?
The cast? More like after she collects a gallon of, Eno seed, she's gonna, she's gonna, like, break her back and she'll need to be put in a cast. Are these things gonna find the bucket? The feet bucket? She's making a... Lauren is making a foot of, like a...
You like the color?
Like a foot light, but it's made out of hardened as well. You know what I'm talking about?
Until now.
Guys, I'm really fishing here. This third episode isn't hitting the same way the first two did. Okay? I love her early 2000s fashion. That is so cute. With like all this like extra layering. It's very Disney show. Disney Channel. I mean, I'm literally layering right now, but it's like, I don't know, it hits different.
Fine. I'll just dig up a 40-ton fossil. All by myself.
I kind of want to draw fan art of her. She's cute. like just because that outfit was like all purple, it looked really good together. Like, I'm just an artist recognizing other art and feeling inspired from it. Oh, today I have a unicorn instead of my cat, which is in my bed.
I'm sending out an SOS. I told you, we're not lost. I don't care if you want to be rescued, but I do. What was that? It's too
It showed Eno reacting before the actual sound played. That's not great. Amateurs over here. But I mean, so am I. Dakota, that's not his name, that's the bird's name. Is he also gonna see Eno? Where is Eno? What is it prepping up for? Or is it Lauren seeing Eno? Or is it the ankylosaurs? They wouldn't eat bugs. I don't know why it's presenting these dinosaurs as carnivores, especially because the whole reason why they have all that armor and those clubs at the end of their tails, it's a defense mechanism. It's not an offensive mechanism. Because if you're a carnivore and you're hunting, if you only could use your club to kill your prey, you'd have to get super close to it, stop, and then swing. But once you're stopping, your prey's gonna keep running, so it wouldn't work that way. That's why it's a defensive thing. It's for like, if the predator is approaching you and it gets to that point where it's like too close, as like a last minute resort, you could hit the predator with the club. I mean, bugs are a bit different because those aren't, they don't eat bugs though. Unpause. And it's weird because if you actually, in the intro when they go, ew, they show their teeth and they're like these spiky thingies. You have like lizard tongues. Again, they wouldn't need spiky teeth. Like, I don't get what these... There it is, there's the spiky teeth. I don't even have to go back and find the intro. But also, I feel like you wouldn't need that sharp of a teeth for munching bugs. But actually probably would still have sharper teeth for munching bugs. To fact check this, and to see what kind of teeth are meant for eating bugs, I looked up teeth for eating bugs. And I went to images, and I found a bunch of people eating bugs, and also having bugs for teeth. So I am scarred once again. Especially because I think teeth specifically for eating plants developed after teeth that were more meant for eating bugs. My point here was that it wouldn't make sense to evolve teeth for plants and then go back to evolve teeth for bugs. But here's the thing, evolution doesn't make sense. For example, whales the species started out in the water, then evolved to be on land, then evolved to go back into the water. So evolution doesn't make sense.
That's it, I'm going back in the water.
They're gonna get them.
Hey! Hey, over here! Hey, come on!
She's calling to them? Also, those ankylosaurs are not runners. I mean, I don't think any ankylosaurs were, but those two especially, they are just not built for running. Where's she climbing? Oh my god, it's right next to, oh my god, it's right there. It's right there. Oh, she's gonna send out the SOS. Those teeth. Oh!
They're afraid of the light.
More like they're just shining into their eyes. Which I guess would happen to any animal, but just especially them, they seem sensitive to it. It's not even a raptor. They have no reason to... Because again, I don't know how those things move from quadrupedal to bipedal. They would stay on four legs. I mean, there are dinosaurs that do that. I believe there are current animals that do that as well, where they can switch between quadrupedal and bipedal. I don't know if quadrupedal's exactly the word for it, but it's not like. But they definitely prefer one over the other. Humans are, Homo sapiens are bipedal, but I mean, technically we could go on all fours. Like if you're a horse girl or crawling around. By the way, I hate how, I mean, this is kind of old, but I think it's dumb how people have hated on horse girls so much because, actually I'm gonna unpause.
But I have to find out more about them before anyone else does.
I hate how people hate on horse girls. I think it's just misogyny because horse girls literally don't do anything wrong. Like, why do people not talk about hockey guys?
Wait, I can prove it. We made a cast of the footprint. It's huge.
Which are literal fucking bags. They're just racist and homophobic and sexist, etc. While horse girls are literally just girls who like horses, and that's it.
It's not here! The cast of the footprint is gone!
People see them as annoying, but it's like, okay, and? A lot of people are annoying. That doesn't mean they're bad people. But hockey guys are annoying and bad people. They're destroying the evidence of Eno. This is what I'm saying. Those ankylosaurs are way too intelligent. How would they know? How would they know? They wouldn't know that what it was or the point of that, and they're smart enough to realize, like, oh, Lauren is gathering evidence that there is Eno, but for whatever reason they don't want people to find out that Eno exists. Why? And how are they so intelligent? This doesn't make any sense, but it's really intriguing. Why are they keeping Eno a secret? And I'm assuming their existence as well a secret.
Silicone cast of Two-Toe Jack's footprint. No, the cast was of some kind of huge bird. Are there such thing as giant robins?
Not that I know of.
I do like the show is mentioning birds and whatnot.
We don't have it, somebody stole it. Yeah, but who would steal a cast of...
That sounds like a good research project.
Why are these people British? Why are there Brits in here?
Let's just keep this between ourselves. It'll be our secret project.
Okay, sure.
That's creepy. That is really creepy for a trusted adult to use that trust and charm that he has in order to manipulate the kids and talk about keeping secrets, and it's just our special secret, and oh, like you're my favorite. That's literally abusive behavior. That's literally like behavior. Okay, so not every single person you trust will abuse you, but the vast majority of abusers are people you trust. And I'm not saying, I don't mean that to scare people, like I'm a victim of sexual assault. I just want people to be reminded of that, like, because it's so easy to gaslight yourself into like, oh, well, I'm not really hurt because that was my friend. Well, you can get really hurt from that. It's also, it's not a black and white thing. Even after you're like abused, you still see them as your friend. It's not like an instant change. And also for anybody who knows anybody who is saying that they were abused, assaulted, etc. in any sort of way by someone they trust, someone even you trust, like if you're all in the same friend group, believe them. It isn't drama. They're not trying to stir up. Also, tell an adult. Tell a trusted adult. And if you're able to, consider getting therapy. Please get therapy. Should I say it? I'm gonna say it while we're on this topic. I am trauma dumping now. Okay, so my best friend was, I don't think they knew any single healthy coping mechanism ever for really anything else that they were dealing with. And they didn't get a therapist, and then they to me. But I have gotten a therapist, and I haven't to anyone. So for the love of God, get a therapist if you're able to. Cause it makes a difference. It makes a fucking difference. So do it. You fucking. But you know what? You know what? I'm a victim. I'm a victim. And I don't like saying my abuser because I don't like when people say that because it's weird. I don't want them affiliated with me. The person who abused me was also a victimized. So I mean, like, being victimized isn't a excuse to be a victimizer. I understand that not everybody's able to get therapy. Here's the thing though. After it happened, then they did get a therapist. And I had been telling them to get a therapist for years. So are you really unable to get therapy? Get therapy, please. By the way, it is also behavior to show explicit content of any sort to a minor. Like recently, I wasn't even a minor, I was 18, recently turned 19, by the way, but this wasn't too long ago, I was 18, and a coworker showed me some, like, pictures and gifs of, like, some female wrestler, and he was all like, ooh, look at her, am I right? And I was just like, uh-huh. Oh, and also, I think he asked me out on a date. Oh, and he was just generally being kind of, like, gross around me. Like, he was all of a sudden friendly, like, too friendly, like, not actually good friendly. Like, he talked to me bit, but it was just creeping me out, and I told the assistant manager and my boss about it, and they talked to him, and then he got real quiet, and then he quit. Moral of the story, if somebody's making you even the slightest bit uncomfortable, tell somebody. You can tell somebody. You can tell a coworker, you can tell the assistant manager, you can tell your boss, you can tell whichever person who you feel more comfortable with, and then they can also talk to that person, just make it easier for you to, like, all talk as a group, but also not just in a work environment, but also, like, with friends as well. I know it can be difficult, or at least, or whatever. I'll just say, yeah, it's difficult, but, like, yeah, just so you know. All right, I'm done trauma dumping. That was serious. Back to the silly little video.
Is he two-toe Jack?
There's like a feet reveal. He only has 2 toes. I was two-toe Jack the whole time. She has new shoes. Those look cute. Those look funky. Oh, she has like that little cast or some bandages on her ankle from last time when she fell. We love consistency. She's gonna see Eno, right? The yo-yo. It's the yo. Eno left it there for her. And she's gonna open it, and it's gonna be filled with his plaster, his cast. So Eno's been stalking her.
That means he knows how to find me.
That's the end of that episode. Now you have to listen to me talking about my emo nightmare, my Eno nightmare. Eno. Good morning. First half of the dream isn't crazy. Second half of the dream we're talking to some woman in the show, and we're like, why do you hate Eno so much? I guess it goes into her backstory. She goes, well, it all started when I was attending all these Republican rallies. I'm having a dream that I'm making a YouTube video. I make a joke like, January 6th vibes, Lamel. She continues to say, I was attending Republican rallies after 9/11. So this other guy, it's Akins actually, who's having this flashback of Eno. Instead of a small raptor, he's a huge tyrannosaur. Can you guess where this is going? Eno is a huge tyrannosaur, the size of, let's say, a skyscraper, a tower even. In my dream, Eno caused 9/11. I don't know what this show has done to me. That's not funny. But it, people died, that's not funny. I know this show is weird. I know this show is very inaccurate with a lot of different things, but I don't think it would go there. Oh my god, had it? No, yeah, it had happened before the show was out. So yeah, okay. Should I do a plushie tour? This one is Fabio, and this one is also Fabio, and they're gay and in love. It's supposed to be a crocodile, but it has ears. This isn't what this video is about. Even in the dream, I was like, what the f? That was weird. Which usually doesn't happen in dreams. You don't realize how weird and f***ed up it is until you wake up. But no, I realized during that dream. So much so that I was trying to tell my family about it. Like, you don't understand the dream. I can still see it in my head of Eno as a huge fucking tyrannosaur. He has different proportions. He has like an actual snout instead of a flat face, which is weird. I realized part of why it's so fucking creepy to me is it's because it's almost like they're trying to make him look human and not so scary, which is failing, by the way, because I'm having nightmares about Eno causing 9/11. I can see it in my head. Eno clawing down the Twin Towers. Oh my god, this is so bad. That is really bad. What's funny is even the lighting was weird. Like, even the lighting was the weird way that the show was. Like, it was super dark out. And 9/11 happened in the middle of the day. My dream was inaccurate. I'm like judging my dream the same way I judge the show. What does this say about my mind? I'm laughing every time I turn my head away, by the way. I swear I'm not sobbing. That is hands down the weirdest dream I've ever had. I've had some weird dreams. I've had some memorable dreams, we'll call them. He's not even an antagonist. Eno's literally done nothing wrong. So I don't know why. Also, Republican rallies after 9/11. I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that was a thing. I can see, like 1,000% his size and approaching two tall buildings that look real similar. Some would say they're twins. That's not funny. I know it's my period, but I really want to blame my nightmare of Eno causing 9/11 to explain the shit I just took. Like, that dream is fucking up my indigestion, you know what I mean? Or my digestion? I don't.
By the way, I crochet. And if you want me to crochet something for you, I have a little website my mommy made for me. Like, look what I got. I got little Pikachus and their little bulky pouches. And I got the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And they were super fun to make and they're so cute. And I can also make hats. I also have like regular beanies instead of this weird fucking, I don't know what I even did here. But yeah, it would support me and blah blah. But also, it's gonna be a while before I make the third video to this because I'm using the free trial of the editing software, which costs $300. And I'm gonna get top surgery hopefully soon. I've completed the vast majority of steps I need to, which has been so many. I believe I'm gonna have to pay out of pocket because insurance is being a little B word right now, and always, really, just all the time. So I don't have $300 to spend. I gotta save up for surgery, but in the meantime, I'll be making other little videos that don't require like as much like heavy editing. Like I'm gonna be drawing like some like dinosaur Pokemon, but as accurate dinosaurs kind of, and try that out. And also I found this old journal I had where I drew a bunch of dinosaurs. Like I drew every dinosaur. There's Riley. I drew every dinosaur in that dinosaur book over there, which is a lot. And I was like 5, but I'm gonna be all like, this is, where are the feathers? Where are the feathers? Stupid 5-year-old. I'm gonna be so silly, so I'm excited for that. But also, okay, speaking of like money, blah, 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 whatever, I'm paying out of pocket. I'm gonna have absolutely nothing left in my bank account. But I'm like 75% of the way there to get my channel monetized, which is why I've been like using the Vine boom throughout this whole video. Hope that didn't get old. I hope it's funny every time. But because I don't want to be able to monetize my channel and then get every video demonetized, because that would suck. But yeah, I got the one thing and I'm halfway there for the other thing. So I'm pretty close. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like and comment. It supports me. I crochet stuff. And I'll crochet... bye, Raphael. I'll crochet stuff for you for money. You can get your own little Dino. This one looks a little weird, I feel like. I swear they look cute. Maybe I'm just too harsh on my own art. Thank you so much for watching.